burglary or crime in general, gentlemen and ladies who are associated to this matter, the ones I can tell you are this: crime does not pay. One day you'll regret. If only the big shoots who are dealing with the corruption are being done, the things we can see, how about you, a poor person who have nothing, who is not known? The time you'll be arrested, and taken to prison, as Jesus said, you'll pay till to the last cent. There is nothing will remain in you as a debt. No, as a debt. No. You'll pay everything. You won't come out of prison having not paid everything. And here where we are, even if you got millions and trillions and billions of money, you will never sleep in peace. I told you, we were sitting down with the people who are educated, the owner of the companies, the managers, secretaries, and office messengers, so they can give us a direction. And anybody else who had money could come to us. We did not want a plan that we are going to fight. No.
Bribery.
We were not walking bribery ourselves. We were walking, seeing something is there. We're going to pick it. A gun is in a robbery is not used to kill people. No. A gun is used to surprise someone. If I surprise you with a gun, you will fear and you'll give me what I want. And if you are strong enough, you are brave, you can even ask me to shoot the bullet. I will do it. But before I shoot the bullet, I'll slap you. Or else, I will be having a spring knife. If I show you the spring knife, you'll see that I will cut you. So you fear, and you give me what I want. A gun is not for killing. You surprise someone and take what you want.
Welcome to Rax Company Limited. We are a design-build company dealing with flats, apartments, resorts, bungalows, mansionettes, churches, and all other kinds of building designs and construction. Our team of professional and tech-savvy engineers, architects, and surveyors work collaboratively to create stunning and customized spaces tailored to every client's need and preference. Handling every aspect of the project, we ensure a seamless and stress-free experience for you, guaranteeing you of a reliable and comprehensive consultancy on build design, construction services and management, bills of quantities, drawing approvals, and mortgage documentation. And that's not all. With our cutting-edge technology, you can visualize your dream space before construction with our 3D modeling and virtual reality tours. And good news for those looking to buy ready-to-settle developments. We build mansionettes and bungalows for sale. For more information on our offers, visit our offices located at Pena Plaza Kamakis along the Nairobi Eastern Bypass, rooms number 104 and 105. Call us on 0724 809 761 and take the first step towards crafting your dream into reality with your number one reliable one-stop design build consortium. Rax Company Limited. Listen better, plan better, build better.
Palmela Gardens is a perfect destination for your family day out, business conferences and events, or even that private meeting while in Moranga town. We give our customers a wide range of services including accommodation, catering, dining, bar services, and conferencing. Our accommodation facilities are exquisite, and we take pride in our tastefully designed and furnished deluxe and superior rooms. Come experience our seasonally inspired menus and rich cuisine of meals, including pizzas, seafood, prepared with passion for you. For more information, contact us via 0748 955 401 or via our email info@palmelagardens.co.ke. Welcome.
Well, my name is Moses David Shepherd Francis Mwangi Wabura. I won't talk about the crime world, but before I start talking about the crime world, let me introduce myself about my life. When I was young, they call it teenager age, when I was strolling, being young, jumping here and there, school. Although I won't go deeper to it, I will just mention some points about that. In primary school, I was educated, I completed. In the high school, I also completed. But I decided also to do a diploma, which I did in 1976, a diploma of world strategies. Anyway, it has helped me greatly. Right at this moment, there are times when I attend meetings, I'm used to talking about it, and some people, let's say, not all of them that appreciate it, but many of them like it very much, admire it also. For that subject now, there are other things which have happened in my life when I was young. I used to feel that I'm not okay, especially with my parents who are poor. But they were not all that poor because they were feeding us in the right way. We were eating. Someone could go outside, do something, come with money, etc. But we are not all that settled about the life which a little child ought to receive from a parent. Anyway, we can't hate parents for that. We should love them because others are left with something, the heritage, and others haven't. The one who got the heritage, especially myself, I'm happy about it. The only thing I should do is to add to what my father left. And before I do that also, I should think the best of my life. I don't want to live like my father, and I don't want to be like my father. My father was in the Ministry of Health. I don't want to become a doctor. There's time even I told God that I want to become a doctor in the spiritual world. My father was a doctor of this world, and myself will be in the spiritual world.
So your dad was so educated?
My dad was not educated at all. It was just favor that he started working as doctor. I think it's because long ago, there were not many people who were learned.
Okay.
Yeah. And among them, he was the smartest, I think so, in thinking. Yeah. Now, for this instance, I think things are not bad. If only once becomes, let's say, be strict about what you are doing and be yourself to what you want. And check before you start doing something, what's the product, conclusion of everything, and the product of it. How or what happened for me to enter the crime world?
How did you get interested with crime books or novel or something?
I was used to read story books, especially those who were called what? They were called, remember, James Hadley Chase. The books of storybooks, James Hadley Chase, those talk about guns. They talk about beautiful women. They talk about riches. So I admired them very much. They've got sweet stories. And before I came to know about a gun or to receive a gun, practically, I had known it theoretically. So the only thing that I would add is physical attendance, exercise. And when I received a gun and watched it, I could understand what's a bullet. I could know how far it can shoot. I could know how to open it, etc. So those books were not helpful to me because they are the ones which gave me the crime world thoughts or crime world mind, a mind filled with criminology. And this happened when I departed from the company I was employed. I decided to join the crime world. I had a friend whom I won't mention his name. He's the one who encouraged me very much. He used to tell me, come on, you will be rich. Come on, even you will be traveling far. You can even fly high, go to abroad if you become a robber. Because every time you will be receiving money. Robbery is the way that can make you rich quickly. I had to accept because I had no otherwise. And he's a nearby friend who was walking with me here and here, frank to frank. But it came worse one day. He left me and he went. I was left with the others. And those, we took our part. The most part we prayed during a day is talking about robbery. And robbery It's not robbery like stealing. It's not burglary. There is robbery. Robbery is done by people who are educated. Robbery is practiced by people. Even some have got degrees. Some have got companies. They are rich people. They can even hire thugs to go and do something, a robbery, just to see the action being done. All when they want to destroy someone's company, someone's business, they want to diminish it. So you can use the people who are criminalized, who can do bad actions. And that's what was happening to us. We were sometimes hired to go and demolish someone. It's part of the business. And we ruin someone's life and family. And we were paid good money. Robbery, there is robbery stroke 1, there's robbery stroke 2. When you damage someone, when you cut someone, when you pour blood, that's robbery stroke 2. Robbery stroke 1, you can break, like burglary, you can steal, like that, etc. But the sentences are not equal. Stroke 2 robbery, that is death. Stroke 1 robbery, you can be jailed even 100 years. You can be jailed even 28 years. You can be jailed even 2 days, even 1 week. But the worst is the one of stroke 2. Let's not go to raw. You come back the action now in the field. I remember sometimes years back in Nairobi, because I was used to doing my robbery in Nairobi, especially we call it Gava, in the city center, where people are very smart there. They are smart people. Someone is wearing a suit. If you look someone from the hair to the toe, that man can cost over 200,000 shillings. I remember myself, I was listing a watch, gold watch of that 8,000. The shoe I was wearing, not less than 3,000. The suit that was in me, all on me, that suit could cost me 10,000, 15,000. A shirt itself by then, 1981, 82, was costing 2,500. A shirt. So robbery people are people who got money. As I've told you that they differ. There is a robbery that is just a mere robbery. And there is a robbery where we sit down and plan and talk and say we're going to do this and we're going to do this. And when you get that money or receive your share, what do you do with the share? We want to know. Because if you're going to spot the share, you will make us to be arrested or caught because you will admire doing robbery many times so that you can have money. So we had to sit down and talk. And if you don't have an idea, we can give you an idea. You are visiting someone's home and see what you are doing with the money.
Okay.
And knowing if you want to marry, when we go to robbery, we will give you a share of marriage, which is not counted with a proper share, which you ought to receive. No, that's for marriage. We have offered ourselves to marry our money for you. And don't ask why I did not marry. I'll explain as we continue.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I talk about the apparatus that we use, the weapons. A gun is in a robbery is not used to kill people. No. A gun is used to surprise someone. If I surprise you with a gun, you will fear and you'll give me what I want. And if you are strong enough, you are brave, you can even ask me to shoot the bullet. I will do it. But before I shoot the bullet, I'll slap you. Or else, I will be having a spring knife. If I show you the spring knife, you'll see that I will cut you. So you fear, and you give me what I want. A gun is not for killing. You surprise someone and take what you want.
How was your first experience in a robbery action?
My first experience in robbery action, I remember I fired almost 5 bullets. And I stayed for 2 weeks without hearing anything in this world. When you talk to me, I hear nothing because I had not heard a very strong voice, an echo that would burst my eardrum. When I fired the bullets with this Browning pistol, 2 weeks, I was not hearing anything. And it was very tough because it was a fight. in town center. Did I damage anybody? No. Were we damaged ourselves? No. We were okay.
Did
Now-
you manage to get away with the cash?
I'm the one who was carrying the cash. I'm the one who was carrying the cash. The bag of money. I'm the one who was carrying it, and I was holding it. I could not drop it down, whether it did what or what. And shoots were fierce. The guns, hey, were playing their part. They were roaring in town. People were screaming. I remember around there, Tusker, Tender Touch. The scream which was there, because it was allowed, it was around noon hours before 1. And women were there. They were selling onions, selling what, and bullets have started coughing. The guns have started coughing. With the thugs and the officers, with the thugs and the officers running, doing what? But I did not drop the money. And I managed to go.
For how long did you be in the
That
robbery?
action took about 5 minutes before we got lost. Officers missed us completely. Myself, we were dispersed. I headed to Kawangware, the other headed to Huruma. We were dispersed like that. But after hours, we had come together again, and we shared the money. That's the worst robbery I have ever seen, I've come across.
The worst.
It was a fight, not a joke.
Okay.
Officers versus thugs. But it was not all that bad, fierce, dangerous. Then another, let me talk about another robbery which took place in town. I was not there, but my friends were there. They entered the bank, and they come out carrying briefcases. And there were other robbers trading them. And they were set outside waiting for those to come outside with the money. And then they take the money. The fight which was there, the echoes of AK, AK-47, G3, others were damaged, their tummies came out, others were left there dead, robbers. I'm not talking about officers.
Officers.
It was a fight between thugs, gun thugs. That fight was very serious completely. But those who came out the money from the bank, who robbed the bank, managed to go with the money. Although all of them right now, they are dead. There's none who is alive. They were my friends.
How did you manage to distinguish maybe the varieties of gangs and maybe the best you can use? How are you accessing them?
I was used very much to go into films. And when I went to films, I had to watch how the guns are being used. And also, I had friends in the army who were assisting me, some other matters, some other ways, especially the bullets. Not policemen, but army, the cavalry. We used to talk to them. They used to teach us. They used to explain us. But the best gun that was told, the side of pistols was the Browning. That can shoot far.
Okay.
But the best commander is .38, special.
Why?
Because it's somehow, you can carry it, you can hide it because it's a small gun. That's the size of my arm.
Okay, okay.
That's
Like
the
a
size
small
of my
one.
arm. It's a small one. And this one, pistol, that's used in the battle by army, in the war by army, because it shoots far. Furthermore, it acts quickly, just like a machine gun. So, but to get it, it's not all that easy to fight it. But you can fight it because it's just money. If you have money, you can fight it. Now, as I continue, that's why some of the robbers are used to getting this we call Cobra, a revolver of Cobra. A revolver of Cobra, by that time, it was 600 shillings. This Browning was 2,000 shillings. If you want an AK, 3,000 shillings. The bigger it is, the higher price. So we can buy all of them at a time, and we can use them by then. We were using them by then. But let me come back to robbery once again. Someone who is used to using guns, that person, if he is an expert, it's not easy for him to kill someone.
Okay.
Because guns are used by people who are educated, by people who understand. A gun should do this work. A gun should be used this way, but not anyhow. Just like, let's say, especially the people who came from Uganda, they were using the guns anyhow because they were not known to people. He doesn't know where he can get money. So he had to go to a shop, to a bar, anywhere he finds that there is money. That's why he's going to shoot the gun. But we ourselves, who are educated, born in Kenya, I told you, we were sitting down with the people who are educated, the owner of the companies, the managers, secretaries, and office messengers, so they can give us a direction. And anybody else who had money could come to us. We did not want a plan that we are going to fight. No.
Bribery.
Bribery. We were not walking bribery ourselves. We were walking, seeing something is there. We're going to pick it. Because robbery, I come to you, give me. If you don't give me, I hate you. You hate me. You beat me. I beat you. If that's not enough, I take out a gun and I surrender you. I point it to you. You give me the money. But if you are able to conquer me, go with your money. I go myself. That's robbery. Robbery is not killing. But robbery matters about strength, power, the power you got. That's robbery. There is stealing. Stealing, I will hide, cunning, what? Just like that. But robbery, I come to you face to face. You have to give me. No, it's not yours. We fight. I defeat you. I go with it. If you defeat me, you go with your thing. There's no dent there.
Which was the very worst experience?
About robbery?
Yes.
Or for my own? I remember some days, some years ago. This, we are talking about 40, 50 years ago.
Yes, yes.
It was in town center, Hilton. What do we call that bank there? KBS, KB? Kenya Commercial Bank.
KCB.
KCB.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. We were with the army officers. Man was coming from the bank. And when I saw the money, myself, I trusted myself. I could not let anybody else go near the money. Because people who are, what do we call them? Those people who fear. If they see something they fear, they are surprised by small matters. A coward.
Cowards.
Yeah, some people are coward. When they see the money, it's there, and they see a policeman, they won't take the money. But for my side, whether there's a policeman or they are isn't, I can't leave the money because I went there for the money. And I have a gun. Everyone has a gun. The driver has a gun. What should I fear? You are looking at my bag. You are taking care of me, and I'm taking care of you. So when I'm going to take that bag full of money, I know there's security behind me, and the vehicle is there waiting for me. So I will not leave it. I had to go there straight away, take the money, go on my way. But that day, when I just hold the money like this, the vehicle went away. They saw a policeman with a gun. They went away. We were left there being 3. Police officers now, they are shooting. We started shooting. They followed us up to River Road. Just imagine from there, Hilton, up to River Road.
With your bag?
I'm holding my bag tightly. I did not drop it. Right, the day I remember was very fierce for my side. It was a black day. It was a black day. And if I did not die there, it's because of today.
Did you manage to get out of that scene without any injury?
I managed, because that's how I am now. And I've never been injured with a bullet. Except this someone, and this is beer, wine in the bar. I was hit with a bottle. It cut me.
During
I was refreshing myself.
Okay.
And a fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, took place.
How did you get to the jail? How were you arrested?
About my arresting, I remember this is I had a construction here building my house.
Okay. Here where we are.
Yeah. And the house was completed, except roofing. I went to Thika. There wasn't the sheets I wanted, or congregation sheets. We call them like that. Because they were 9 by 3. There wasn't in Thika. I was told that I can get them in Nairobi. I went to Nairobi. I called my friend. He bought them, put them in the vehicle, the pickup. I met with my friend. He's dead today. I had known him something to do with 3 months ago. He was called Miraro. This Miraro had come from prison. He was a robber, yes, but robbery has got its stage. Miraro had received information from another person called Karaoke. By the information, they had not screened the information in the right way, because that's what brought the dent of us being arrested. The breakdown came from their information. I told Miraro, yes, I'm ready, because I was not keeping my gun down.
Okay.
Wherever I go, I have a gun. Wherever I go, as I sleep, the gun is there. So anytime I was in action, told Miraro, if the gun is here, you can do what you want. Okay. He told me the office is there. I told him there. There I'll go being around. It's called that time. It's near what we call there. The place. What's called what? Supermarket. City Market.
City
I
Market.
remember City Market. When he showed me the spot, I told him that I'll go being around. I'm okay. Another man called Kamau told me, let's go with you. I told him no. Just say there in the office, the room number 146, Unafric House. He had an office where we were keeping guns. You stay here in the window and see how I will play the game. He agreed. I went being there with Mararo, another guy called Kehenya, a Karaoke. There was someone else? No, there wasn't anybody else. Kahenya, Karaoke, and I, we were 4. And Maderi. When we went there, we went inside, we met the Indians, want money. The Indians were so corrupt. Mararo, where's the money? Nowhere, where's the money? We could not find the money. We had to injure the Indians. The Indian was shot by this called Maderi with this gun. Myself, I not shot the gun. I've not shot even a bullet. When coming outside from that place, we found the money, but when coming outside from that place, it was carried by Karaoke. People had gathered. I remember I shot one bullet in the air, and the people dispersed. So we got away. And getting away, when we were going to approach the vehicle, Kahenya was the driver. He fired and went. What shall I do? I've been left now in the field. I saw people running at me. I decided to shoot the gun. The gun completely refused to shoot. The officer came jumping at me. When he started jumping at me, I kept myself ready. There was a good fight with the 2 officers. Afterwards, I discovered they had come from Central Police Station, and they were connected with this Kahenya who ran away the vehicle.
Okay.
So it was something planned that I shall be left there with my friends Miraro. There was enmity between Kahenya and Miraro.
So it was a setup.
A setup that we can be arrested. Let's say he was playing a game called revenge, a game of revenge. They had met somewhere, I don't know. And there I was arrested.
What happened with your gun?
My gun was, someone opened it. And this is Kahenya. When he opened it, he disconnected the firing pin. So that when you fire the first bullet, which now in the safety pin, when that comes out, the second bullet won't be fired. The gun will break down. So my gun broke down. It could not fire the second bullet. And then that's how I was arrested. What could I do?
You go to court.
Go to court.
The journey started.
Before I went to court, there is someone who was terroring me in the government. There's something I had done with these big shoots. Someone who was called, he was, what do we call them? Mbunge. MP.
Member of Parliament, yeah.
Of Parkrats. And he was the doctor of Mzee Kenyatta. Remember him? I don't think Mugai. I don't know Mugai, something like that. He had come with him, corruption. And this had gone up to the president called Moi, who was his friend. Someone said the criminal whom we were fighting is already arrested. And he did this and this. Moi was informed. And he was in a meeting at Uhuru Park. There in Uhuru Park, Moi announced my sentence. He said that person, because of the gun, he shall be jailed 15 years. And because of the bullets, 15 years. So I had to carry a sentence of 30 years. And that became a law in Kenya. That's how I went to prison. So the other matters came after I being in prison.
Okay.
Without being trialed. It was so fierce, without being trialed. And that's why when I went to Kenya court, my advocate was talking about it very much. And this advocate called Okubasu, honorable judge called Okubasu, asked Oyara, my advocate, do you know this person who he is you are representing? And my advocate was an eloquent, could not talk again, and joined for judgment. And the judgment, the appeal dismissed. And I went to prison, being jailed for life.
For how many years? Life?
Life. Because I was jailed to be convicted to death, after which Kibaki,
Condemn, yeah.
After which Kibaki changed that condemnation to life.
To life, okay.
Yeah.
Did you manage to get yourself out of hook, maybe using an advocate or something?
About this sentence?
Yes.
Already the appeals are already diminished. They are completed. Everything is over. I'm waiting for death now in prison.
How did you get out of?
Getting out of prison was through God. He told me, Shepherd, I will take you out of prison. And the way I will follow, because Onyango has spoiled everything. I had a boy called Onyango, who was supposed to go to abroad, from prison to abroad, and from abroad, information to come and correct Shepherd, from prison Kodiaga. That was between me, God, and Onyango. But Onyango spoiled all that plan. So now God told me, I find another way, which I will take you out of prison. People will be released. Even Kibaki is saying that he's going to release people. He's going to pardon people who have stayed in prison for wrong. By the day when people were being registered, I was not registered. I remember I was in Naivasha. And when I went to the officer who was writing the names who ought to be registered and be pardoned by the president, the officer in Naivasha told me that you have to go back to Kisumu. He wanted me to bribe him. You go back to Kisumu so that you can be registered with the others. I didn't bother him. I didn't bother with him. I went away. But God told me, I'll find a way until you come out of prison. I won't let you stay here for any longer. You are old enough, and I want you to go and do my work, which I gave you. I ministered you for that work. So one day he told me, there are people who are coming, and they are interviewing people. You'll be among them. Those people called POMAC. You know them? POMAC? Power of Mercy.
Okay.
Power of Mercy. Advisory committee from the president. They came in Kodiaga, and we talked with them. And they said, I'm worthy to be released if only I accept that my case defeated me. And I told them, yes, I can do nothing. Everything is completed. Yes, I did the crime, and I'm already defeated. I'm not going to appeal again. I don't have another state to appeal. I don't have another chance. These called appeals. They are High Court, from High Court to Kenya Court. After Kenya Court, Supreme Court, no. You are finished now. you die there. Or let's say comes a president who is merciful and releases people, you'll be released by then. That's how it happened. And my release came from the power of mercy. They are the ones, they came and interviewed me. They told me that I'm okay. And one day, I was called. Francis Mwagubabura, where are you? I'm in committee. Where do you want to take me? You are going back to Kisumu. To do what? I won't go. Committee is near my home. You are going to be released. They are fighting you there. Okay. I accepted. I was taken back to Kisumu. When I went to Kisumu, I was told that you'll be released soon. And after days, I was released. In 014, July, July. Can I remember the exact date? I don't know whether it was 7th, that date, like that, just that month of July, I was released.
Okay. How did you get this suit?
About this blue suit, it's a smart cloth. About if you are this in prison, this apparel is so important in prison because you are given the freedom of strolling in prison if I want to go. No one will stop you. Even a soldier can't stop you. Let's say, except the officer, inspector, who is with the rank of, what do we call it? Mawebiri. Mawebiri, an officer with the rank of, I don't know how we can say it in English. Mawebiri, inspector, is an inspector. That's the only one who can stop you. But the others, major down ones, officers, those can't stop you from anything that you are doing, provided you are not used with cigarettes, you are not used with sodomizing, you are not used with corruption in prison, you are not used with money in prison, and you are not used fighting officers or fighting other comrades in prison. You will wear this cloth if you are someone trustworthy and someone who obeys things. This cloth is for someone who doesn't have a dent in prison schemes.
You said you are not married and you have a ring. What about it?
Oh, about this ring. This ring, I'm the one who made this ring.
Okay.
And this ring, I made it knowing that I can sell it for just 50 or 20 shillings or 30 shillings so that I can buy food in prison. Because I stayed for more than 20 years with nobody visiting me. And in prison, there are times when there's no food. And if there is food, most of the food is being sold. So if you are poor and not visited, you have no people who come to see in prison bring you soap so that you can exchange with the food. You have to think otherwise. And this cause of food is exactly the one which plays part to converting men to become women in prison because you are hungry. But if you are raised men, you can't do that because you don't have food. You can just stay. You can't die because of just missing food for a day.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to persevere things. So this ring is not for anything, but for remembering where I was. And God dedicated this ring. God dedicated this and told me that I have worn this red ring. I am your husband. I have married you in salvation. I have other things here. These things, even this one, this is the cross of Jesus. A remembrance where I was saved. And who saved was Jesus. But not this. I can't worship this. I can't adore this. I can't pray this. And this one is a fish. Like Jonah, who was sent by God. And he refused to go where he was sent. He was swallowed by fish. And this fish went and vomited him where he was sent, called Nineveh. That's how I am. I was, swallowed by this fish. I was in prison. And afterwards, I was vomited by prison. This is a fish now. So when these things are here, I remember where God took me from. Or from where God took me. I can't forget. And if I forget, I'll throw these things away. And what will be the consequence? I'll go to hell. And I don't want to go to hell. That's why I'm a minister of God.
Okay.
Thank you.
What is the message to maybe people who are engaging in crime or something?
Crime, robbery, stealing, burglary, all crime in general. Gentlemen and ladies who are associated to this matter, the ones I can tell you are this: crime does not pay. one day you'll regret. If only the big shoots who are dealing with the corruption are being done, the things we can see, how about you, a poor person who have nothing, who is not known? The time you will be arrested, and taken to prison, as Jesus said, you will pay till to the last cent. There is nothing will remain in you as a debt. No, as a debt. No. You will pay everything. You won't come out of prison having not paid everything. And here where we are, even if you got millions and trillions and billions of money, you will never sleep in peace. You will always be waking at night. If you hear the roofs being hit by something, you think that policemen have come. The door being hit by weed, policemen have come. If you are in a place like Nairobi, you are going looking everywhere, turning your head everywhere as you are followed by someone. No one is trailing you. You are running away because you are a sinner. The best thing is to live in a way of faith. Trust in God. Keep guns down. They are not yours. Take them back to the owners, and it's the government. And if you don't have a way, I can advise you. Even come to me. I can give you big shoots who will take you somewhere. You're going to take that gun to the owner. And the government, the gun is not yours. Let the gun be used by the trained hearts. Although we have officers who are abandoning their work and they are joining with the robbers. And sometimes they lose their jobs. Yes, they are trained, but they were not trained to do the type of job they are doing. So they better leave it. And everything will be good. In the side of God, there is everything. Even in the people, you live with the people in peace. You can't miss something to eat. You can't miss your daily bread. Even you can't miss what you want. If only you are educated. And if you are not educated, you can do something else. You've got brain. It's just that stealing or robbing. No. There are other ways of fighting something. Especially myself, I'm a preacher now. Do I eat? I'm not employed. I eat. I'm happy. Even if you look at me, am I hungry? And I'm not money hungry. No, I'm not money hungry. Even I don't need money. What I need is good health, strong person, powerful person to do the work of God. And God, if God's employ you, He will be paying you. So, what I would tell you before I leave you, as I told you, crime does not pay. Everything that you receive in a wrong manner, you will be sentenced for that thing. And you will pay. Nothing, you can't leave this world without paying the bad you have done. So you better change. Come to God and come to the people who are not criminals. So you've got two options. You come to the people who are not criminals or go to God. And it's better to come to God because God can employ you the way He has employed me, who was a robber, a gunman. And now, whom am I? I am a priest. So, from a gunman to a priest. And I miss nothing. I'm rich because I have everything. Thank you. Welcome.
How many years did you spend in prison?
I was going to say an age of 28 years.
28 years.
Maybe
Maybe you were afterwards as you weighed up.
1 year, 2 years, up to 28. And when I was there, I told my God, I know I'm meeting people there who had nothing the time I had something. I don't want to be ashamed because God, they start laughing at me, pointing a finger at me when I pass them. Do something that will not make me be ashamed. When I reach there, they will see that a man has come. And really, God did it because I was not ashamed. And the people who welcomed here, they were more than 1,000. They seated here, they seated back of this house, they ate, they drank, and the rain fell down. I stopped the rain stopped. We continued eating. After completing, the rain poured once again, heavily. Even they were unable to go home. They were walking, let's say, they were washed by rain. So in God, there is everything good. Join the God world, and everything will be good.
Thank you very much.
Okay.